Hi. Yes, Miss Pass, you asked a good question, and that's the perfect segue into the discussion. Miss Pass asked, what is a spirit guide? so
That is perfect.
that is
That is perfect.
first talking point. And a spirit guide or spirit guides are a council of souls that are with you at all times and gently guide you through life. They are what power your intuition and help you get into alignment with your higher self. They are of the highest truth and light and always want what's best for you.
Yes, 1,000% agree. I am right there with you. So, okay, so to me, I was just saying that, spirit guides are really, they're like beings and energy that watch over you. They really help you reach your higher self. So they're there. They're like our council members. I love that you said that, Lauren. Council. I was like, yes, that's a perfect word for it because it's really true. They really are. They really just want the best for us. They know it's the best for us in the long run. So, um, yeah, that's basically, I mean, that's just like basically what they are. There's a lot more layers, but yeah.
Yeah. So someone asked, oops, let's see, how do I meet my guides and ask for signs? How many can you have? So that's a good question. Does everyone have a spirit guide? And the answer is yes, multiple.
Yep.
There's no
Yes.
number. Some say most have three, some have five. It really depends. Even if
Hmm.
you can't sense their presence, they're there. And some are with you since birth, and others join your spirit council for specific parts of your life.
Yes. Um, yes. 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 So, yeah. Okay. So everyone have a spirit guide. Okay. So, yeah, it really can be hard to see them. Um, so that's usually achievable through things like dreaming and things like really deep meditation that we can see them. Their presence is always there. We do feel them more than we can see them. So, that's why it's kind of hard for some people to understand that everybody has them. Even if you don't think you have them, you have them. They're there. They're always rooting for you, and they always have our best interest at heart, even especially when we're toxic. They really do. They really help us out. Hey,
Cracking one open real quick.
you're fine.
So, Miss Pass, yes. So they can be in your dreams. We'll get into that. But the next talking point I have is, can a past loved one of yours be one of your spirit guides? And the answer is yes. It's not super common. Loved ones who have passed on are always with you, but they may not play as much of a role guiding you throughout your life like a spirit guide would. I would personally believe that people have the choice to reincarnate on Earth or go into the spirit world, and with that can be becoming someone's spirit guide. Um,
Yeah.
some souls may not feel like their time on Earth was done, so they reincarnate. Others feel as if it's their time to guide people. This would all be decided in their soul contract. So everyone has kind of like done a soul contract. Like, I mean, you have one, you don't know about it yet because you're on Earth,
Right.
reincarnated. So, I mean, you can access that with like an Akashic record reading, I believe.
I know. I so want that. I so want one so bad. Sorry to interrupt you, but I'm just like, yes, I want one so bad.
Yeah. But also, there are different types, different forms of spirit guides. They can be archangels, guardian angels, ones that are assigned to you since birth, ancestors, like think way, way back, like the beginning of time, that far back of ancestors, past loved ones, even past pets, like your your dog that passed away could be on your spirit council.
Yep.
Spirits in the form of animals can be a guide for you. They'll appear to you as an animal to teach you things, like a peacock to boost your confidence and for you to cherish your beauty, to remind you to cherish your beauty, or like a wolf, which is to show you the importance of having your survival needs met. There's also ascendant masters that can be your guides, like Buddha or Mother Mary. And there's helper angels, and these are just random souls who will show up throughout your life to help guide you in specific parts of your journey that they have experienced in the physical world.
Yes. So my answer is much shorter than yours. I was thinking, yeah, I think yes. I think yes. However, it's rare. So just like you said, it's very rare. I feel like excuse me, but yeah, kind of like how you do, like we haven't really incarnated like like on earth before, like I don't know how to explain this, but yeah, so let's just say it's rare.
Yeah.
I specifically, like mine, I know that mine are not past loved ones. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it had to be something very like, I don't even know. Like when I do readings and stuff, it's really rare to find somebody who's a past loved one
Mm-hmm.
that is somebody's spirit guide. Um, but also like time and space doesn't really exist in like the spirit realm. And that's kind of like another tricky thing for us to think about as like humans, like, that time doesn't exist, space doesn't exist. So it's kind of, the possibilities are so infinite.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's why I was just like, yeah, short answer, yes. That's all I had.
Leave it to me to never shut up about it, though.
Oh my
um,
god.
but yeah, so as far as my guides, I have
Mhm.
had my dad come through in spirit guide meditations, and I've also had my past cat come through as well. Um, However, usually when I am connecting with my spirit guides, those two aren't usually the ones that I'm with. I have one main one
Mhm.
and two others that I know of who are present. But yes, so
No, I feel the same. I'm like, I have three of them that like I know so well, and then but they're not past loved ones. So I don't know. Um, it's kind of strange when you start communicating with them. You're like, wow, this is fun.
mhm. Speaking of communicating with them, how do you communicate with a
Wow, let me tell you. Okay, so how do spirit guides communicate with us typically? Okay, so things like angel numbers, like specifically the numbers, the repeating numbers. Let's see, like 777 or 222. Like that's a really popular one. But those repeating numbers, or those, it doesn't even have to be like that. Like I don't know. There's so many different options. There's so many. But also things like dream visits, like they visit us in our dreams. They really guide us in our dreams. And that's why it's important to kind of like have a dream journal, because we don't all remember our dreams. It's so freaking hard. Like, especially, I don't know, as you get older, I guess it's really hard to kind of remember your dreams and like specific things that happen in your dreams. But our spirit guides visit us in our dreams. Also, like synchronicities, I guess that kind of goes with angel numbers, but things that happen in kind of a pattern. So let's say, I don't know, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but like, let's say you get three gold coins just show up at your door for no reason. I wonder what this could be about. Could it be a message from spirit? I don't know. You have to ask. So, as far as communication goes, okay, so divination, so like tarot, like doing tarot cards, like Lauren does for us so wonderfully, and also doing like the pendulum. So that's the one that she does, the cute little necklace. What is yours again? It's like a watch, right?
not anymore.
A clock.
I have an obsidian
Oh,
point, and it's a pendulum thing, detachable.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Right.
that you had the cute little clock though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the pendulum, and also runes, like rune stones, and then they those things give like a more clear interpretation of the messages that are sent. So if we need real guidance, if we need real things, like if we have really hard questions that need to be answered, things like tarot and things like pendulum, they really help us get those kind of those answers, instead of like guessing, instead of
Yeah.
like angel numbers, which is like a guesswork kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And I still refer to tarot to get a clear message from my guides too. Like
I do too. Yeah.
getting signs and they're obscure and it can be confusing even to someone
It is.
working with them. And I will always break out my tarot cards and figure out what it is that they're trying to tell me. But yes, everything that Lauren said, some synchronicities you may experience are like a certain song, the lyrics popping into your head, and it's a message.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Here at that moment, or turning on the radio and a song will be on that you were either just singing or just like
like that game you play.
Yeah, that's the game. I'll turn the radio on. I'll say, before I turn my radio on, I say, all right, spirit guides, I would like a message that I need to hear from you right now. So like a week ago, they thought it would be funny to be oh, there you
It was fun.
can't make a wife out of a hoe. Oh. So,
oh my God.
That was fun. But I got a really good one recently. I asked, give me a message when I turn the radio on. Like the first thing I hear, I want it to be a message for me. And I turned it on and it was Little Nas saying, call me when you want, call me when you need. And that's like literally spirit guide saying,
that's perfect. That's
call
perfect.
on me when you need me. So that was after them calling me a hoe. So they made up for it.
Oh my God.
So that's what I like to do. Also meditation, everything Lauren said.
Yeah.
All right.
It helps.
So how do you meet your spirit guides? We've talked about it a lot, meditation. So go ahead, Lauren.
Yeah. So we're talking like deep meditation though. I mean, I'm not going to give you a time length because everyone has kind of a time that it takes them to like get into that. I don't even know what the state is called. We'll call it the meditative state, but that really deep state where you're almost sleeping, but you're not quite, and you're kind of just like seeing images. But anyways, okay, so that will really help you. Man, my computer died. Okay, no, it didn't die. It just turned off. I just needed to wiggle the mouse. anyways, so so deep meditation, right? And then they have a lot of them on YouTube. So guided meditation specifically. When I first started trying to meet my spirit guides, when I would try to learn things like what's their name, or I wanted to see what they look like, I would do those guided meditations on YouTube. They're actually really helpful. Some of their voices are so soothing, and they really do put you in that hypnotic like trance where you're like, wow, what's your name?
There's
because
also
they will tell you to do things
while doing it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I know. I wouldn't advise that. I'd probably do it and don't lay down either because you will fall asleep. It's really hard.
At the end of the day, I would try and do it in the morning or afternoon. If you're falling.
Yeah, that's actually
time.
Yes, they literally have them. So you could actually just search like spirit guide meditation. Like I want to meet my spirit guide. So much stuff will pop up. And so then what you're going to do, you're going to set your intention. So you're going to say, you know what? Okay, spirit guides, I want to meet you. You just like talk to them like they're there. And then you really set your intentions. You keep an open mind because you really don't know what you're going to see. So just keep an open mind. Don't try to
don't force it.
Don't doubt yourself either though. So but you should also protect yourself. So because there's other things that exist in the spirit realm besides spirit guides. So it's a topic for a different day, but you're always wanting to protect yourself. You can draw, what is it you say? You draw a white light around your head, just like envision white light covering your body, and that way you have this like protective shield around you, specifically when you're meeting your guide. You don't have to do this every time you meditate, but I'm just saying if you're wanting to meet a guide like in the spirit realm, yeah, you're gonna want to try to do that because there's other things that can come to you.
So yes, exactly. Protection's important. Grounding yourself is important, and you have to release all fear. You have to be ready to meet them for them to come to you, or they're not going to.
Yeah.
So release the fear, trust the process, and realize that it can take a long time. It's probably not going to happen the first time or even the first few months that you meditate. It can take a long time. You may also get visions of your spirit guides in your meditations, but then you feel like you're making it up and doubting yourself, and that's totally normal. Spirit guides are souls, and their spirit. So while they may choose to appear to you as an animal or as a body they once inhibited, what you imagine for them is totally valid as well. So you may never reach a point where you're seeing them.
That's a really good point, Lauren. Sorry to cut you off. That is really good. No, because I never thought of that either. But go ahead. Sorry.
You may never reach a point where you're seeing them, and that really depends on your ability to visualize and your clair.
Sorry.
Come on!
Well, I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Claire's now.
Literally. Biddy literally just walked in, so I was trying to play it off, but thank you.
But yeah,
I didn't hear what you said.
That's the one where you see clear seeing, clairsentient.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I did know that. I didn't hear you.
But it depends on your strengths with your clairsenses, and if you're really able to visualize in meditation as well. If you don't ever end up seeing them, that's okay. You will start to learn how to see their energy instead, and that can be just as powerful and just as reassuring.
Yes.
All right, so you can't ask what separates the spirit guides and the guardian angels. Nothing. Guardian angels are a form of
our spirit guides.
The guardian angels are ones that are with you since birth. The ones that have picked you, work only with you, and are with you for life.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. I was gonna say there's like a whole another realm of like angels and like their names and stuff, and like angels that work with other people, but those aren't specifically your guardian angels. Yeah. So yeah,
archangel.
But yeah, typically, yeah, those ones that are scary.
So now we know how you might meet your spirit guide. If that's not really working for you, how might you know that your spirit guide is around you? You can ask for specific signs, but give them a time frame. I like to give 3 days. Don't choose something that you're certain to see every day, like your car keys. And remember, the way that your sign may be delivered to you may be kind of obscure. You may ask to see a red balloon, expecting an actual red balloon to float right by you. And instead, you might get an image of a red balloon on a truck speeding down a highway.
Yeah.
You really have to
that happens.
Open your eyes and pay attention when you're asking for some guidance. Like mentioned previously, you will start to sense their energy. So to practice feeling that, whenever you see a synchronicity like angel numbers, a sign that you asked for, something random like change on the ground that you're like, how did this get here? Like, I'm super careful not to drop my change. Anything that may be a sign, take that time and quiet your mind and try to sense everything around you and try and feel what energies you're feeling. And you will get used to associating that with like when your spirit guide is like right there, like tapping you on the shoulder, trying to tell you something.
Yes. Okay. So like, this is where I kind of like started talking about the clairsenses.
Yeah. It's
so, yeah. So like, being clairaudient. So that's one that I'm very connected to. I'm very clairaudient. I hear a lot of things that aren't in the physical world. So that's like, okay, so that's a way that they can speak to you, because they can literally speak to you, or they can put songs in your head, or they can, there's a couple of different things as far as sounds go. And then there's clairsentient, there's clairvoyance, and lots of things. Okay, so they are always with us, basically. So how you know they're around you? They just are. I'm telling you. I don't know how to make it that Because I didn't really believe that when I started like looking into my spirit guides. I was like, there's no way they're always here, but no, they are. So, but yeah, like Lauren said, whenever you kind of get a sense for their energy. So, especially in times where you're like very low energy or very bad energy, like you have a lot of toxic energy in you, you'll notice like you'll feel kind of a peace, or you'll feel kind of an empathy towards people where you'll be like, oh, why are they feeling this way? Like you'll feel your spirit guides try to communicate that stuff to you. Like they're trying to tell you, maybe you shouldn't be thinking this toxic way, or maybe you shouldn't be doing this. Um, Whereas, I don't know. So like before I would be like, I would be mad and I would stay mad for a very long time. But when I was introduced to my spirit guides, being mad kind of, I don't know if I can say it disappears, because it doesn't disappear, but
You have a
I guess I know.
understanding of like
Yeah,
why people react the way they do.
exactly. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe
Yeah,
work was really hard for them, so
that's
they're
like
yelling at
part
me.
of your spirit guides are always going to remind you to do shadow work too. So the reason that you're not feeling angry like you were is probably because you're doing your shadow work. So you've learned to
Yeah,
dissect situations. You rolled your eyes.
that's true.
Are you doing your shadow?
I was just like, I can't really help it. I was just trying to blink.
So Valerie had said, like, right before you had said that, like, when you were talking about negative energies and stuff, Valerie
Mm-hmm.
said, I once asked for more positive energy and to have a better day, and then I had a relative show up and we had a great day. So,
Oh, that's perfect. I love that.
as Ray said, the energy is reinvented. Yes.
Oh, that's a good point. I like that. Yeah, so the closed-mindedness, the short-sightedness, whenever you have those intentions, whenever you know you're being closed-minded, whenever you know you're being like short-sighted, like you're not looking at the picture as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
if you act like that, you really, so those things kind of prevent you from seeing them. They prevent you from noticing your spirit guides as well. So all of that negative energy, this is why negative energy is so bad for us, because not only does it like close us off and just make us feel alone, it also kind of closes us off from the world and the spiritual world around us. So we don't want to be closed off. We're already closed off enough. So I had to learn that too.
Okay. So, how can I start working with my spirit guides? You just have to be ready. You have to set the intention and really work on being in alignment with your higher self. Set up a routine of getting yourself in a space each morning or night to meditate and connect with them. You don't have to have a clear image of them to be able to strongly pick up on their energies before working with them. So you can start right now just talking to them and asking.
I know.
You can ask them before you go to bed to visit your dreams and give you a message you need to hear. Thus, how I started the series on my TikTok of your guys have a message they want you to take from your dreams tonight. Because
Yes.
I literally ask my guides every night before I go to sleep, visit me in my dreams and tell me a message I need to hear. So I started making that into a TikTok series that I do.
And we are all so happy that you do. I love it. I love that one. Um, but so asking them for the daily signs. So like literally, like she said, like when you wake up or when you go to sleep, either way, it's daily. So it's every single day, not just having like the urge to talk to them once and one and done and that's it. They want to speak with you daily. They want to know you. They really do. They want you to know them as well. So do your meditations, which sometimes we can just be like, ugh, it's just meditation. But I think, Lauren, you said this last month that it doesn't have to be something crazy. It doesn't have to be super long. You could
Or
literally just stare at the
in
wall.
the shower, you can meditate.
Perfect. Yeah,
Quiet
exactly.
and letting thoughts flow. If one comes in that has you second guessing, or like you're thinking about what you have to make for dinner tonight, brush them away. Just brush them away and then go back into that meditation of just sitting in stillness. I know it's hard. That's why I like
Yeah.
guided meditations. Um,
Yes. Same. I really like them too.
uh, You said something that I wanted to touch on as well, but I forget what it is now.
Well, I was asking for daily signs. Is that what you were thinking? Asking for daily signs, doing your meditation, cleansing your space.
I remember now.
Yeah.
Talk
Okay.
to them.
Okay.
So when my favorite time to talk to them is when I'm driving. I just talk.
Oh,
Like
you know what?
if you find yourself talking to yourself a lot, do you is that just me? I've always
No, definitely me. My kids even ask me who I'm talking to. I'm like
yeah,
myself. Leave me alone.
I talk to myself all the time. I've started talking to my guides, but I've always
Now
talked
I can say my God.
to myself while driving. And like I plan out weird scenarios in my head and how I would react to them and stuff. That's what I when I drive.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I'm like, same girl, but
Yeah.
like, okay, let's not tell the people this.
Yeah. So instead of talking to myself, I'm talking to my guys. I'm talking to them. We're having
Yes.
a conversation. We're chilling.
Yes. I love it. I am here for it. Okay. So let's see. Did I say cleanse your space? If I did or didn't, cleanse your space. Cleansing is important. You literally could just light an incense. You could light a candle. Like you could just take if you have selenite, like that's like the best cleansing crystal. That will cleanse your space. Um, get rid of things that no longer serve you. It's hard.
I'm not.
It's really hard. Huh? You said you're not doing that?
I'm not good at that.
Oh, okay. I was like, all right, girl.
Low key,
But yeah, so getting rid of things that no longer serve you. So that literally that can include like it can include so many different things. It can include relationships, it can include habits, it can include like it can include food, okay? As hard as it is, it can include food.
things. Yeah. That outfit
But
you have hanging in your closet that you keep saying, "Oh, I'll wear it one day." Take it out. Take it out. I should be telling myself this.
oh my gosh. Lord. No, leave those outfits there, okay? We recycle clothes. It's good for the environment.
I said, take it out. Don't throw it out.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. But point being, you really have to do the work. Okay. So you can't, if you're wanting to start working with your spirit guides, you can't just, I mean, like literally, you can't just say, I want to work with my spirit guides. I'm gonna do it right now and then expect everything to happen for you all at once. It's not how it works. It takes time, it takes meditation, it takes knowing yourself, and it takes knowing even the bad stuff about yourself to be able to communicate to those who really serve a higher purpose for you. So unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's not easy.
Yeah.
That being said, what can my spirit guides help me with? Okay, so this one, it kind of gets, there's kind of a lot. Okay, so what can your spirit guides help you with? Typically,
Everything.
there's like, yeah, there's an infinite amount of possibilities. Okay, so you really want to keep in mind that they're here to guide us to our higher selves, though. Okay, so you're not going to be like, hey, spirit guide, can I win the lottery? Like, that's really not going to get you anywhere. Maybe, but probably not.
You
Um,
align with your higher self, though. So,
yeah. Um, so, so yeah, we'll go with that one instead of that one I have written down. But
and
anyways.
you can ask for bad things to happen to people you don't like from the help of your guides. No.
Yes, we cannot ask for yes, they don't serve karma, unfortunately. Unfortunately, like they don't. Okay. So, they're here for us though. So, they pretty much show us the path to enlightenment, which is a very long path. Um, and they won't be doing any of that toxic stuff. So, just letting you know and learn the hard way. So, don't repeat that. So specifically, they help you clear your emotions. They can help you find your triggers, things that really upset you. They help you to rid yourself of toxicity, which is a really hard word for me to say. So toxicity, like just like negative patterns in your life, and they guide you on a safe path to see more clearly. So when I say see, the word see more clearly. See the world kind of how it is instead of how we have been fed it to look.
conditioned to.
There you go. Take that with a grain of salt, okay? Also empathy. So empathy is pretty big in the path, in the spiritual path, I think. Um, that one emotion, not just feeling bad for people, but feeling their genuine pain, feeling their genuine anger, feeling their sadness. It's really big in the spiritual path because I don't really know why, but it really, when we put ourselves in other people's shoes, it kind of helps us reach, I feel like it helps us reach our higher selves. Maybe not quicker, but maybe just, that's just how it is. It helps us reach our higher selves. Um, so you'll have a lot of empathy for people. You'll find yourself just seeing someone, just noticing their energy, just feeling their energy, and just being really drawn to it or affected by it.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that I am.
Yeah.
So I try veiling one day. Like I really do, because it
I
affects me so much.
I felt that last night. Remember when I was on live last night? I was like,
Yes,
I had the
yes, yes.
urge to
Oh
cry.
my God.
I should.
Right. Put a veil on. I mean, it's so
Oh.
trendy. But yes, agreed. Did you have to add
I don't
to
have
that one?
to add to that. I thought that was the perfect little wrap up. So let me check my comments out. So let's see. Lots of people who talk to themselves, so we're not the only ones.
Yes, love it. I'm here for it.
Valerie says, "What? No, that's what I was planning on. There goes my dreams of winning the lottery." Yeah,
Oh my
so
gosh, I'm so sorry.
your
I'm so
spirit's
sorry. Like,
gonna give me the win lotto numbers.
it'd be pretty cool,
Yeah.
but that seems to be like a thing where people ask you that. That seems to be like, oh, I'm gonna test you and see
Yeah,
if I can win.
and
Okay.
just talked to my mom today, so
Mm-hmm.
like, oh yeah, the pendulum reading that you gave us about, if we were gonna get pool time. Well, look at me, I'm burnt to a crisp. So
No way.
the sun came out for them. I did not make the sun come out for them. That's just what the pendulum said. And then,
Right.
oh, you should. She was like, oh, Aunt Marion was saying, oh, we should ask her if we'll win the lottery. And I was like, I don't do those questions. And she was like, oh, I know.
Please.
Well, see, if I do it for you, then everyone's gonna want it. She's like, you can do it for us privately. And I was like, the answer's probably gonna
Mom,
be
you're
no.
missing the point. You're missing the point.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't answer
Oh.
the lottery questions.
Oh, I will, but most of the time I'm wrong. So it's
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
I can admit being wrong.
I will. I don't have anything against answering them. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's, especially when I'm on live and I'm dividing my attention to everyone, trying to get. My mom was just like, "Hey,"
True.
about her. Yeah, when I'm trying to get to everyone, and it's just like
Like other people have like more serious questions than
exactly.
somebody just being like, "Hey, can I win the lottery?" Yeah, I see what you're saying. Makes sense.
I mean, there's a chance. Always a chance if you're playing. If you're not playing, then the answer's no. So
I don't play.
me either. Me either. But yes, does anyone have my mom said Aunt Marion will buy me a house if I give her the winning number. I already own a house. I don't need a house.
Thanks. I mean,
Does anyone else in your family, are they able to communicate with guides or those that have passed over? No. So I'm really the first one in my family that really is going down the spiritual path. Although my mom is pretty intuitive and so was her mom. So I definitely feel like I get it from them. They never like really explored it though.
yeah. No, I'm the only one. Short answer. That's the short answer. Long version is, I was raised like Southern Baptist house, so they're really into everything that's not of Christ being of the devil. So
Like
yeah, it is what it is.
roll. Can't listen to
Yeah. Like,
roll.
you said what, like Powerball?
No, like rock and roll, like hard
Like
rock.
rock and roll. Oh, rock and roll. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, like rock and roll. Yeah, pretty much. Same thing, yeah. But yeah, so me, as far as I like, we had this conversation this week, I feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like my sister a little bit, but pretty much just me. But I'm hoping for everybody else to get on board
I feel
soon.
like your sister's kind of
Yeah, she's like tiptoeing, and so I'm like,
that.
let me show you the way.
Come, my
But
sister.
yes, yes, 100%, yes. But yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yesenia,
unfortunately,
Yesenia said, okay, I feel like I get it from my mom. Her dreams are what make her intuitive. Yeah, totally. It is generational. It usually, if you're intuitive, it's probably because someone in your family was or is. And it really does pass down, and it is stronger in women as well.
yes. Don't know why.
Okay.
Maybe we just pay attention to different things, I guess. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what it is. But yeah. Um so hopefully my kids will be intuitive. So that's because
Maybe.
I didn't really have that from anybody else.
I feel
You know
like
what I mean?
this is already, she's like wise beyond her years. I feel like.
I know. Oh,
So
I swear I'm telling you, she's like,
she was like your
we
mom.
signed a soul contract.
Yeah.
I know. For real. She's 12, okay?
I feel like
But yeah.
even your middle child last night asking for a love reading, I was like, oh, my heart. Already has the whole plan, 2 kids.
Yes, he does. He does. He has a plan. He knows. He knows he's going to be married with 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl.
Yeah.
Like he
Um,
knows it.
Desiree said, foresight runs strong in my family, but I don't know how to refine it. You can with meditation that will help. Yeah, you really,
Practice makes perfect.
everyone
Honestly.
has the ability. You just
Yes.
to welcome it and learn how to put your ego aside. My husband used to get to see ghosts, but after his father passed away, he was not able to see anything. I wonder if they were like more on his dad, and that's why they were around.
That's a good point. I didn't even think of that. I was just feeling like maybe he was like traumatized, so there was like a blockage.
No,
But that's also a good point. Maybe they were around his dad. Um, yeah, but I know that because we had like I had asked like if you like open your third eye, can you close it?
yeah,
So typically no. Typically no.
I think you can.
But you can like be in denial. So that I feel like you can be in denial as well. Like you can be like, oh, I didn't see anything or I didn't hear anything or things like that. And once you do that so much, you're like, I don't see anything else.
Yes,
I feel like that can happen.
I've seen, and this actually reminds me. Yeah, Yesenia said he was devastated after his dad's passing. Yeah, trauma can thicken the veil where
Yeah.
it's harder to see things that you once did because the trauma is at the forefront of your brain rather than being open to seeing things.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I do believe not necessarily close your third eye, but I imagine like a trap door on my third eye. You can close it when you want to and choose not to open it again. Or
Like I have to like hey, don't close it.
yeah.
But yeah, I agree with that. I think so too.
Yuli says, hello, it's lovely to see you both. Welcome, Yuli.
Hey,
Have you here?
hi.
Have any other questions?
Oh yes, we did this quicker this time. We're getting good.
Well, spiritual awakening is a much more in-depth topic. There's only
This is true. This is true because you want to cover so much too.
yeah.
As spirit guides, most people typically just want to know like want to know who they are, which is kind of a harder question to answer.
Kind of discover.
It's also really hard. It's not hard, but it's harder for other people. I feel like it's harder for other people to see your spirit guides than it is for yourself.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
When I do readings, like tarot readings, pendulum reading, you're connecting with other people's spirit guides.
Yeah.
So if I were to do a tarot reading for you, I'm connecting with your energies and your spirit guide, your counsel. And very few times have I actually not physically, but like in my mind's eye, seen someone's spirit guide. Because usually I have to do a pretty deep meditation to be able to do that. I do for my private readings, but by the time I start talking with someone and doing their reading, I'm kind of like out of that deep state. So
right.
More so sense their energy than see them. But
Yeah,
I really
that's a good point.
in Daisy's, one of her sassy guides.
Yes.
Okay, so Yuli says, how would one open their third eye? So kind of like the way that you meet your spirit guides. Meditation, be ready for it, set the intention, you know, release things that are not serving you. Everything.
There's hurts. What is it? HZ. There's those sounds too. There are sounds that can open your third eye. What is it called?
Binaural beats.
Binaural beats. Yes.
I'm listening to right now, binaural beats. And also there's another kind, because the one I'm listening to right now, it is binaural beats and isochronic tones.
Okay. Yeah.
Pineal gland decalcification meditation.
Yeah, and so those are like best listened to like with headphones, because that's like left side, right side, left side, right side. I don't know, some scientific thing, but just FYI. Like I usually listen to mine on the TV, which probably doesn't do as much as it should.
So you said, as I've been contemplating to do mediumship, is there any tips or recommendations on this? Honestly, like I'm not even at the place where I feel confident enough to do it for other people. I mean, I took a class on it, and I made 3 out of 4 of my teachers cry from messages that I delivered to them.
Right.
Fourth one was like, whoa, that's really morbid, but yeah, I relate. Yes, that makes sense. So he didn't.
So proud of you.
But
so proud.
And they're psychic mediums who were teaching me, and I read for them and made them cry. So really what you just have to trust that the information that comes to you is what the person is supposed to hear. Don't second guess. But honestly, I would take some trainings, and that's why I don't do it for other people. It's not a service I offer, because I want more training. I want to.
Yeah, you don't really feel right charging people for something you're not 100% about.
Exactly.
That's what I feel.
Exactly. Yeah. And I doubt myself a lot there, because it is such a sensitive topic.
Yeah, it is.
So I can't bring myself to offer that service yet. And I want to learn all of the ethics that go into it as well. So it'll be quite a while before that's something I feel comfortable offering, I believe.
And that is perfectly fine. We're all on our right path. Or wait, yeah, sure. That sounds right. I'm not, I can't do mediumship. I don't think I've ever done it before. So I'm just, it's just not something. I definitely could. I know that it's possible. I think I just like my trap door's closed on that one. But yeah, only because I feel like I don't feel like I would even want to speak up if I heard spirit, because I'm just like, no, I'm not giving them that message. Sorry. I can't, because I would feel too bad. I would feel too much from it. Like to deliver that message to somebody, to like fill them with hope or to fill them with despair. Like I
Right.
couldn't personally do it,
Exactly.
but I would root somebody else on for it.
Yeah, for me, honestly, like when I am channeling, I get like images and then it's really up to me to pick it apart to see what it means. Or like, for example, one that I did in my training was I was like, I don't know why, but I'm seeing like, what are those called? Is it called a highballer glass or whatever? Or I don't know. There was
Sure.
maybe like a whiskey, a glass.
Like for scotch? Okay.
It was whiskey. I was like, I don't know why I'm getting like I'm seeing whiskey and a white teddy bear, and then she just starts crying, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, like that's my husband's dad." And um, so yeah,
Right. So it's like you don't even know if you're making sense.
yeah,
Like, cause
I don't know what that means. I don't
right.
I don't know what that means, but she did.
Hmm. Right.
Yeah,
Do you get messages like that, Yesenia?
Yesenia.
'Cause she
So one
said,
thing that it's not something I offer. She said I do too. Doubting takes me to turn away. So she is yeah, she doubts herself when it comes to that, but it's something that she wants to like she's contemplating doing mediumship.
that's pretty cool.
She said sometimes, yes, sometimes. Um, so Miomi, I have a question. What is a divine soulmate? So, tonight we're talking about spirit guides. That would be something, a different topic, a different night that we'll talk about soulmates, twin flames, karmic ties.
They're fascinating. They're fascinating.
Okay. I will do soulmate readings. I understand
Mhm.
the appeal in finding your soulmate,
Yeah.
your twin flame, wanting to know if you're in a relationship with your twin flame or a soulmate of yours. I get the appeal.
Yes.
Just don't
100%. I
stop.
think the word is overused though.
Yes, don't stop living your life to try and find this soulmate. Don't think that your relationship
Not gonna make
that's
things
not with
easier.
a soulmate or a twin flame isn't worth being in. But yeah. But we will do a spiritual Sunday chat dedicated to twin flame, soulmate, karmic ties.
And it will be positive.
Um,
But yeah, I agree. It's just like, it's so, I just really feel like the term, maybe the term is just like over romanticized, I think.
yeah,
But it's like soulmates are, it's not an end all. It doesn't end your sadness. It doesn't end your heartache. It doesn't end your trauma. It's literally one step in your soul path. So, yeah, don't put all your, don't put your life on hold for that.
yeah.
So yeah, that's just what I think.
So Yesenia said, I would get these images or scenes in my head and can't figure out if they're mine or what it relates to. Yeah. That is a clairvoyance. That is coming.
Right.
Clairvoyance. So yeah, I mean, you could just like ask your spirit guides, like, can you show me in another way that I might understand? What is this from? Is this connected to me? Is it connected to a spirit that is not on my spirit council? To try and figure that out. Me, oh me, I get images too. I'm a medium. Yes, that's awesome. Soulmate has become the collective term for those soul connections. Yeah. Yeah, people have multiple soulmates too. And then it's like everyone's searching for their twin flame as well, which you only have one twin flame.
And that doesn't mean that they're here on Earth. So, uh, so yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, so a twin flame, like, I mean, I said we weren't going to go into the whole talk.
I know, but it's so tempting. There's so much.
We will see. Yesenia said, I took a mini test to see what kind of Claire I am and came up with clairsentience. So clairsentience is clear feeling. You're an empath. You're feeling other people's emotions and things. Clairvoyance is clear seeing. So if you're seeing scenes of things, you are clairvoyant. And clear knowing would be clear cognizance. That is my strongest clair. I hear clicking in my head for communication from my guides, like yes or no questions. Yeah, Yuli, this ear clicks for
Claire,
yeah,
that's the one I'm most associated with. I have it so, I don't know if I say it so bad. I have it so much. I have it so bad. Like I literally get migraines all the time. And it's because like it's this side of my head is like so empowered with the hearing. And it's so much sometimes. And I talk about it all the time. I'm like, I have a migraine. I have to sit in my room. But it's because I hear so much more than I should. And I know this.
yeah,
But Yuli definitely a clairaudient. Piece of the puzzle. I don't know.
yeah. Someone says that they are. I forget Claire Vuzi, the clear smelling one that no one ever knows the name because like not as
Claire smelling. I don't know either.
yeah. It's like Claire Vesuvian or something. I'm
What does Google say?
Claire senses smelling. So that would be
Claire aliens? Is that what you got too?
I don't know. My computer is slow as dog turd.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, yeah. What I pulled up was Claire alienance. That's the psychic gift of clear smelling.
Clairsalience, intuitive smell.
I mean, it's close. It has the word alien in it though, so
Clairsalient or clairscent, clairsentency involves smelling a fragrance or odor of a substance, person, place, or animal, not in one's own surroundings. I do get smells when I channel as well. Because
this has happened to me before, but very rare. So
yeah, I have
yeah, I get
for it. I have to ask for like a smell
it.
when I'm connecting with someone who has passed over. I ask, okay, like give me a smell that would remind this person of you. So that's how I get them. Best when I smell cookies.
So good.
Let's see. One of the eclairs. Yes, said.
I can't see anything anyone's saying, so I'm
Yeah.
just like
No one's like really say like there's no questions coming in right now.
okay. That works.
They're just saying like yes, cookies. Someone smells the sense of a church, like they'll get that sense of smell like a church, probably like frankincense and myrrh.
I was gonna say yeah. Oh, I thought it was pronounced frankincense. Like Frankenstein? I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Me and food. uh, Food is good. It fuels you, gives you life source.
Yeah. Energy, all the things.
But so, any last questions before we hop off here? I know Drago is going to be like, I missed it. Can you post it on YouTube? Because he's not here.
Oh, he's not? Oh, okay. Well,
Watch, he'll pop in now that I just mentioned him.
oh my gosh. It's one of your Claire senses.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like there is not any other question. Oh, there was a time my husband was looking for something for days. I literally stopped and closed my... TikTok needs to let people type longer comments.
I agree. I agree.
Closed my eyes and told him exactly where it was. Yeah, Yesenia, your clairvoyance is strong, girlfriend.
Yep.
All right, so Daisy said one time it was 3:33 a.m. I felt chills and would receive messages through my intuition or when I look outside of the tree. Girl, you see things in trees all the
Oh
time.
my God. Is there anything back here, Daisy? Let me know.
Oh. Oh.
Which would be fine.
Yeah. All right, so that looks like that is all for tonight. I don't know what the plan is. I know we talked about maybe doing this twice a month. It really depends on how busy we are, and we kind of throw it together at the last. So maybe you'll see us again at the end of the month, or
Yeah.
maybe you'll see us in July. Um, Either way, I'll be on tomorrow night for the Pet Stick that everyone loves.
Yeah.
And also,
You know,
you can, if you are interested, I guess we didn't really touch on this tonight, but I guess deities can be a form of spirit guide in a way, correct?
yes, they can. But it's more so like, especially when they're sending you signs and things like that. Like, so if you're asking for signs, sometimes. So this is where it gets a little tricky. So
We'll have a whole chat.
yeah, deities, they actually send you signs as well.
Yeah.
So they're all about the number three. They're all about synchronicity. So it can be hard when you're working with deities to like differentiate, is it your spirit guide, is your deity?
Yeah.
Because one is more of a, honestly, I'm like the deity that I work with. So the one of them is like a way stronger pull than the other one. One of them's like, you do this now, and the other one's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's just my experience.
We will get
So
to deities another night. But if anyone's interested in finding out what deities may be reaching out to them, who you may be drawn to work with, hit her up. She does.
hi, I do the deity reading.
Yeah. How much are they? $6?
Yes, they're only $6. Or if you just want
$6.
a basic schmasic one, it's literally $3. But
So you can reach out to Lauren, follow her, check out her Etsy. She does other types of readings. I love doing tarot readings. My readings are $5 to $15, and they are super in depth. So Desiree says she's going to go book one. So yeah,
awesome.
Lauren did one for me, and I loved it. And I have like a little altar set up for, well, started getting set up for Bass. So I highly recommend her deity readings. I also do tarot readings, super in depth, very affordable. Skip out on the Starbucks once or twice, and you can get a reading with me. And I also offer a extremely large reading. It is a shadow work reading. So, especially if you're wanting to connect with your spirit guides, it's important to do shadow work and kind of work through, go in the darker parts of yourself so you can start getting clear guidance from your spirit guides. So, that is another reading that I offer. It is my more expensive reading. It's $35, but that's like 3 questions for any other tarot reader.
I was gonna say, yeah, but you also do a whole lot of work into that reading.
Yeah,
so
it takes me 5 days to write it all out for you because it's touches on everything from childhood to fears to aversions to what you might go of, everything, your desires, super in depth. That one's $35, and it does take 5 days to do. Yeah, Yesenia, I would really like kind of ground yourself. Make sure you read it when you're in a good headspace too, because it can be triggering. So it is not for everyone, but if you're willing to look into those shadow aspects of yourself, then it could be worth it. Just take your time reading through it. If it's too much, you don't have to sit through and read it all at once. You can do a little bit at a time.
One page at a
One page, yeah, it's like what, like 9 pages? I forget. Yeah. But yeah, so love you all. Thank you for being here. It was super fun. Thank you, Lauren, if you haven't already.
Thank you, Lauren.
And I'll see you tomorrow night for Therapets.
Bye. Have a good night. I don't know how to hang up.
Wait 10 seconds.
Okay.